So, hello everyone. How are you today? I'm excited to be here because we're going to be working with the fairies today. And I have 3 different fairy decks that are saying, use me, use me, use me, because the fairies are super excited that we're noticing them again. So I'm going to see about drawing something from each one of these decks, and then we'll just see how the reading comes together. You just never know, do you? That's the fun part, and that's the exciting part. And if you haven't heard me say it before, I love my decks. I just love them all. So let's just see what we're going to start with. Well, we're going to start with the first deck that surfaced, and it is this Fairy Forest. Fairy Forest. And this is by Lucy Cavendish. And she has some beautiful, beautiful illustrations for fairies in here. So let's just take a minute and clear the cards. Yay, fairies! Don't you just love it? You have to just put yourself in the world of magic and miracles and make-believe and know that fairies are here for us. They're Earth's little angels. So, I love fairies. And sometimes they can be a little mischievous, kind of like leprechauns. But it depends on your energy. It depends on how you're approaching them, how you're acting with them, what your thoughts are about them. You know, it's all up to us, how we are. So, from the Fairy Forest, who wants to come forward? This says, An Oracle of the Wild Green World by Lucy Cavendish. So, hold on. And if you're not here with me live, catch the replay and let me know how you do. Oh, yes. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. This one's number 45, The Ancient. The Ancient. Look at that. Owl, book, long hair, kind of like me. I feel like an ancient sometime. And it says, Elder, Experiences, and Lessons. So let's see what that fairy wants to talk to us about today. Number 45. Let me find you. It's a very interesting deck. If you don't have it, you might want to consider getting it. Oh, it's the very last card in the book. Look at you. I think I have some glasses here somewhere. So, yay! We're doing a fairy reading. The Ancient. Elder, Experiences, Lessons. Hope you can see it. The Ancient is so old, she is almost beyond time. She's able to speak the truth without compromise, as are you. When this card comes to you, she is so old, has experienced so much, learned and taught so many lessons that she has become powerful and influential, just as you are becoming too. So too are you growing older, coming into wisdom. She knows that while others are now going to come to you for advice and guidance, she sees your humanity, your faults and your flaws, and your feelings of unworthiness. She wishes to reassure you, others will come to you seeking knowledge, awaiting a blessing, an initiation, and obviously the consequences of the path they wish to walk. Wisdom, true wisdom, understands complexity, and you have developed this quality. Yay! The Ancient is honorable and human, and yet more than human. She is courageous and has made sacrifices, as have you. She sees straight through comforting illusions as you do. She represents ancient tradition and the challenge of defining of self, yet remaining within the tradition that you value. And this too is one of your challenges. So take responsibility in your life. You will face the battle of choice, and you will be the antidote to gurus and dominant personalities who claim to have all the answers. The ancient recognizes the challenge of being a teacher, the immersion in a world to learn the ancient arts and venerate wisdom and old ways can be expressed in many forms. But everything you are now learning has value. She is the repository for ancient secrets and the contact between worlds. She is wise, and she has learned to consider every word that falls from her lips, even as she longs to call out for freedom. Lots of wisdom here, lots of compassion, lots of non-judgment, lots of understanding. Wow, that's pretty great. Okay. So let's see what else we got going on. So the other deck, now remember that because this is you, the wise woman. Okay. So the other deck is this one by Karen Kay, Oracle of the Fairies. Fairies, they're so fun to think about. And look at the back of this deck, it's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? It's got keys, flowers, all kind of pretty things. And the back of this deck has got all kind of woods and trees and cats and owls and mystery going on in this one. That was the fairy forest, which makes sense, doesn't it? So now we're at the Oracle of the Fairies, and let's see what's going to go with our beautiful wisdom of the Ancient One. Okay. This one says, shine from within. When you're wise, you shine from within anyway, don't you? Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. It is time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Wow. So basically I'm hearing this is time for you to step up and be the wise person that you know that you already are. Hello, how are you? I'm not sure how to say your name. Nahida? Nahida, I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Please excuse me. Please, please, please. So I'm glad you're here. So shine from within. Can you in your own mind and in your own heart figure out how it goes with this wisdom of the Ancient One? Think about it. Do they go together for you or do they not? They absolutely do for me. Absolutely. When you're wise, when you have experience, when you have a lot of lessons to share, oh, thank you, I'm glad I said it right, then of course you are shining from within because you're carrying your light within that everybody can see. So, oh boy, fairy glamour is a form of magic used to make something appear different from what it really is. It's seen in many fairy tales such as Cinderella and Snow White, where fairy glamour is used by the evil queen to disguise herself as an old crone. In its simplest form, fairy glamour often involves using cosmetics to give the appearance of being more youthful. In spiritual terms, it can mean you're showing one face to the world by keeping your true face or feelings hidden. Sometimes it's important to do this, especially if you feel threatened. But usually it's because you fear being seen for who you truly are. This comes down to learning to love yourself, not in a selfish way, but in a self-accepting way. Once you're able to accept yourself, others will accept you too, as they're merely a reflection of what we think and feel about ourselves. Wow. Hi, Anne. How are you? I'm glad you're here. This card may also be asking you to reflect on when you last wore a glamorous outfit or went to the hair salon. If you're neglecting yourself due to a busy job or home life, remember that making time for you is essential. Even just escaping for half an hour, taking a luxurious bath can help you feel uplifted and energized. Feeling good about yourself, no matter what your age, is beneficial, not just for you, but also for those around you, especially younger people who are strongly influenced by the behavior of the adults around them. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? Yay! Y'all have made it. This card may also be asking if someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes and appearing as someone other than themselves. So this card, Shine From Within, has many different layers with its meaning. In this card, with the wisdom of the ancient, you're going to be able to step forward in your wisdom, in your knowing, in your experience, and know what's happening that's trying to trick you and what's not true for you. And you're able to be your true, divine, shining self. So these really, really complement each other. The fairies are so excited. They've had so much to share for so long, and I have not paid attention to them. So that's the second deck. The Fairy Forest is the first one. Oracle of the Fairies is the second one. And now I have one more fairy deck that wants to be talked about and shared. And it's this one, the Fairy Tarot from Radleigh Valentine. And I love the illustrations of his fairies. So let's see. And this is a big deck. Big deck with all this pretty silver edging on it. So let's just see and look at the back. Look at the back of this deck. Is that not a beautiful fairy? Look at all the light and the magic. Yeah, all the energy. So let's see if I can even shuffle this deck. It's pretty good size. And it's not an oracle deck. It's a tarot deck. But to me, they all go together fabulously. So we'll just see what happens. All right. Oh, what a nice deck. Can you see? Can you see that pretty silver edging on this? Yeah. Okay. Now let's see how am I going to get this in the right frame of energy here. Awesome. All right. This one. Who are you? What are you going to say? Seven of Summer. Can you see that fairy with the rainbow? Hope you can. Now I'll put these up on the Facebook page. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Who are we speaking to there? Anybody have an idea? Yeah. Can't point your finger at anybody else because then all these are pointing to you, right? Yeah. So some of the meanings of this card are wishful thinking, needing to regain focus, overanalyzing, too many choices, receiving guidance to detox. How about that? So there are pros and cons to virtually every decision. The situation you're currently in is demanding a choice from you, and procrastination is simply no longer an option. What you decide involves actions that may benefit you physically, emotionally, financially, intellectually, or spiritually. And I'll say and or spiritually. Recognizing that you always have a choice is a great realization about your personal power. However, it also means that you are responsible for the outcome of your choices. The moment to choose has arrived. You can make a list of every possible alternative and evaluate it, or you could ask God and your angels for guidance. But the time to choose is now. Daydreaming can be a lovely way to get insight into a challenging situation, or it can be a way to avoid taking action. Make sure that your imaginings serve a productive and positive purpose. Make a plan to put your dreams into action one step at a time. A fairy allows sunlight to shine through a prism onto a bed of white roses. That's what they're describing this card. Yes. The roses indicate that his intentions are pure, but the prism shows that there are many possibilities. And they are. We are in a realm of infinite possibilities. So it's easy for us to be indecisive and to procrastinate. However, when we tap into the ancient wise being that we are, when we really, really know that we carry the wisdom and the experience and the knowledge, and then we are able to just let our light shine from within, our true, divine, beautiful, God-given gift of the beautiful divine light, then you no longer have to worry about what your decisions are and what actions to take. Procrastination is no longer part of your world. You just get an intuitive, inspired download, an inspired action, and then follow suit. So I like that they're saying to make a list here, but check in with your heart center. Check in with your higher self and say, what of this is the most important for this now time that I need to focus on that will best serve you and serve others. So, the three fairies, we all thank you for being with us. We love you all. Yay, the fairies are happy. And we will talk to you and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.